Hi, my name is Trisha Tilda, and this is Painting with Trisha, episode 2. Today I'm painting kind of a landscape, the ruins of a castle landscape in Ireland. So on my first video, what I did was didn't work out very well, but I did a Facebook Live for my group, and the thing about that is I didn't have very good internet, so I learned my lesson, and today this is a pre-recorded video. So what I'm doing on screen right now is just doing the clouds, and then on the bottom is the lake that I'm creating. Now, clouds have basically been very difficult for me. The sky has been, the cloudy sky has been very difficult. So this is like take 100 of clouds. I'm trying a new thing today. Just kind of putting down white paint, both unbleached titanium and regular titanium white paint on a blue background, and it's yeah. So it is kind of, and I'm using sky blue and also ultramarine blue to kind of make a combination of the blue, and I'm just doing the reflection in the lake. But you'll see me playing with the sky a lot in my paintings, just because I never can feel like I actually get them right or correct. So this one I actually liked how it turned out, so very pleased. But yeah, just doing the reflection. I tried to add more darkness in the reflection, but yeah. Let's see. Oh. Blending. Make a mistake, you gotta blend it in. Oh, I'm using acrylic paint, so it dries very quickly. So, and I like blending, which you would think, oh, why don't you use oils? And that's because I don't have any oil paint. And also, oil paint is very smelly, which I don't really mind, but I'm painting in a very, very, very small room in a very, very, very small house where other people live right now. So, and acrylics, don't smell and are easy to take care of. So, they are my choice of medium for now, at least. Yeah, I had to pick it up because gotta get the bottom. Smudging it. There we go. Blend it. Blend it some more. Yeah, so the first thing that I try not to do is overwork paintings, and then of course I tell myself I'm not going to, and then what do? But the sky, I'm just trying to get a range of clouds and then light and then a little bit of darkness, just so you get a nice varied. Oh, and there we go, we're adding the background cliffs. I started with this purple. I don't know why, because I was like, oh, it's in the background, you do a lighter color, purple, trying to get the highlight on there. I mean, it's not bad, you'll see in a little bit where I was just like, nope, can't do it, we gotta change colors, but it does work well for the purple to be the base color, so, yeah. Blending. Yeah, and I kind of watered down the purple, so good thing for the reflection in the lake. Oh, yeah. Still a little purple, but more brown. Yeah, I gotta get the big blending brush. Yep, that's about when I was like, yeah, I hate purple. I often take step backs from my work, so I can see how it looks across the room or in different angles. And yeah, between the purple and the blue, I was like, no. I suddenly hated purple, but no. Yeah, adding more gray, darker gray, lighter gray for the highlights. Yeah, so I wanted these hills, mountains that are not snowy, to be faded into the background, like a lot more than they are. So you'll see how I did that. But yeah, the shadow making the reflection in the water. Yeah, I really like doing European landscapes and kind of like wide open landscapes, I guess, because I spent a lot of years over there and I've taken a lot of photos and a lot of so of all these photos of places, and what my favorite places to visit are like, the ruins of castles. So, and just especially being like my first episode 1, I did painting of the west coast of Ireland, and I used to live in Ireland, so I taught soccer, European football, for kids for like camp and stuff, and that was really fun. So I got to travel a lot, and so I have about, I don't know, 3,000 pictures of the UK that I'm just telling myself I don't have to paint each one individually, but that's not going to stop me. So yeah, adding more gray, making it more into the background. See, now it actually looks starting to look how I wanted it to. But yeah, growing up I played soccer for 10 years or more, I don't remember, but never professionally. So, but I really liked teaching it, running drills with like little 7-year-old, telling them, oh no, that's the goal, you gotta run in that direction. Don't, when you're standing, don't lock your knees, because you will fall over. There we go. Yeah. Ooh, adding more to the sky. Overworking the sky. But I have done paintings of other places. I started acrylic classes here in the U.S. And so they kind of, had us do landscapes around, and it was mostly barns and like hay bales and like, grain silos at first, which was really fun, actually, because it was just, starting out. Plein air is something I will hopefully get back to doing, but yeah. But yeah, I wanted to add this little kind of green grassy area to show it was more towards, right along the lake, more towards the viewer. But I also wanted it to kind of like suggest that it went all the way back to the hills, so I'm just trying to blend it. Yeah. Blending, blending, blending. Yeah, oops. Added a little too much water, but that's okay. We will fix it. There we go. That's how I wanted it to look. Yeah, more kind of like gradual fade back into the mountains, just suggesting that the green goes back a little. But adding more green. Oh, work. Okay, there we go. Now for the castle. Just started with burnt sienna just to, do the outline. Because I actually need a castle shape, so I actually have to do an outline. There we go. 3D, make it 3D. And so, just kind of putting in kind of where I wanted things to go. I kind of wanted bushes on either side, so just doing that. Yeah. Really like landscapes with like vague suggestion of buildings. So not just, green on green on green, whatever grass, but like a barn, or like a castle, or like a. Okay, yeah. So I took a break to let the to let the burnt sienna like dry, and then I actually took my fingernail and like scraped in, where the shadows were gonna be. So in between that, and I got actually took like an hour break to like eat. So we are back with the shadows after we let the everything dry. But yeah, I really like castles, and I really like the history of these old dead buildings. So same with barns around here, like in the US, I can drive 10 minutes in any direction. Actually, just walk outside my house right now and there's a farm. So, cows and, or, yeah, cows and horses and sheep and goats and a barn. But that one's in use. But anyway, I can drive 10 minutes in any direction. There's these old, dilapidated barns that are pretty fun. That are like ready to blow down, to fall down. And we had a tornado here, actually just before I moved here, a couple years ago. And it's kind of a wonder how some of these buildings were still standing. Not people's houses because they rebuilt that, but some of these 200-year-old buildings that are no longer in use, but they're still standing. Our whole fairgrounds, though, where the whole roof came off of that, so but that was only built. It wasn't built 200 years ago. It was built a lot sooner than that, but that collapsed. So, yeah. Oh, so what I did was I'm just talking. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing anymore. But what I did was I took like the black color and then I added water and did the drips and then just took a paper towel off, and now I'm just adding different color browns and little dots just to have fun right now. But yeah, reflections are kind of hard, so I was just like, well, I have this color of the building, why not just add a whole bunch of water and see what it wants to do? And I think it turned out well. So that's the good thing about painting, is if it doesn't, theoretically you can just start over again. Just add a whole layer of brown paint to wash everything out, or just toss it away. Now, I wouldn't toss it away just because I paid money for this canvas and this paint. So, I'm gonna get my money's worth. So I would paint over it, but sometimes we get happy little accidents. Look nice, yeah, just blending, blending, blending. So it's a stone castle, but I wasn't about to draw each individual stone because I would rather not go crazy counting. Oh, there's 500 and whatever stones on the side of the roof. Whatever. Oh, there's this island in Slovenia that I went to in Lake Bled in Slovenia, and they said it was something like 999 steps or whatever, and the tradition is if you get married, the husband has to carry the wife, or the fiance up the stairs to get to the church, on top of whatever, but no. First of all, no. But second of all, I was with some friends and they were like, oh, we wanted to count all the, steps to see if there were, and I'm just like, if I have to walk up these steps, I'm sure not adding and having to use math with that. So I don't think you'll see me counting each individual stone that I have to paint, but yeah, so I got a little bush, a little kind of, I don't know, pretty. It's orangish reddish. Now I'm just adding the background for the grassy area, but there's another little bush on the right side, so making it green and orange. Oh yeah, so that's my favorite brush. The fan brush is my favorite brush because I get to do that, and that's really fun. You just tap the painting 1,000 times and just do it wherever the brush wants to go. Just let it do whatever, and it ends up pretty. But I should probably also say I am also an author, published author, and I write stories, urban fantasy stories set in Ireland. So this is kind of also ties into that, and yeah, so I like art. I don't really care what kind of art. Also took dance classes all the time growing up and did cello, bass, and piano classes, so I just apparently can't get away from the whatever side of the brain that is. So I'm just adding some foreground kind of plants to make it look pretty. But yeah, I have on my website at trishatilde.com, I have art for people who are interested, on, not like art like this, but my art, like jigsaw puzzles, and I also have coloring books and stuff. But here's the finished one, and there we go, tilted it so it's not shining in the light, but so pretty. I love it when it's ending. Ta-da! Thank you for coming. See you next time.